What's going on, team? Coach here with another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing some back testing. Now, for those of you who don't know what back testing is essentially paper trading. And another word for paper trading is practicing trading with the markets. So I'm all about being a philanthropist. What I'm not about is about donating money in the markets to someone else. So that's why we practice. And I'm going to practice on a website called FXReplay. And FXReplay allows us to do back testing using historical data. So essentially it mimics the exact stock market, the exact way that it moves. If you're going to practice, why not practice with the market the way it really happened? So let's jump into my computer, into FXReplay, and let's do a back testing session. I'm going to be using a strategy called the 15-minute ORB, ORB. It stands for Opening Range Break. Once it breaks that range, I'll wait for it to retest, and then I will take a position in that direction. So let's jump in. Here we are on FXReplay, and this is where I'm going to be doing back testing. Supposedly this is one of the best websites for doing back testing because of how much data they give you. Now, I know they just got this feature where they have like a back testing competition, which I think will be great because it's giving you more stakes and ranking. You want to do better. We're going to do a week's worth of back testing, and we're going to see what works and what doesn't. Monday, February 3rd. I see this is in a nice, solid, firm uptrend. So what my strategy currently consists of, it's the 15-minute ORB, which stands for Opening Range Break. And so I'm going to mark up pre-market, this line right here. This is the absolute low and this is the absolute high. And I'm looking like I'm in a solid uptrend. My thought process is I'm looking to take a buy. So it either comes up, down, and then heads back up for the buy, or it's going to come down a little bit and then I can take a buy there upward. These are my two train of thoughts. Don't know if I'm right, don't know if I'm wrong. Let's go ahead and play out the first 5 minutes. This is a pretty strong resistance, I'm guessing, which also happens to be the 15-minute ORB. Okay, we see it's broken through. From what I've been practicing, I'm not a breakout trader, I'm a break and retest trader. So I need to wait for this to come back and show good price action to head north. There, it's gone back, it's respected it. Now, if it passes this high, I would take the buy. So I'd be taking the buy right around here with a limit order. I'll put the lows right at that 5-minute opening range, and then I'll do a 2-to-1. I'm going to risk 1% of my account doing a limit purchase at that price. We're going to save and journal this. A buy limit order can only be placed below the current market price. Sorry, buy stop order. Now, what I like about FXReplay is when I hit save and journal, it automatically brings up this screen and it's taking a screenshot that I can go back and I can click in and it's going to take all my notes, which is really cool. I can go back and then study. Okay, we've broken through my entry point with that buy stop. Now I also see this. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and the YouTube gurus tell me that if I get 3 greens in a row, 1, 2, 3, at my area of support after market open, that this is a buy signal. We'll see. Next minute goes by. Oh, going in my direction. Bang. That is flipping awesome. And just to make sure this P&L down here is working, I risked 1% and I made 2%. So that's how that's going to work. Shoot, I'm feeling like a guru already. Let's go. I'm done trading in 7 minutes. So that's a W. We click back here on the journal. The journal shows that I went green one day, and I can always click on this again and it tells me down here the pair. Let's go ahead and down here it shows me the pair, which is XAU, which is gold. It was a win, time of the open. I went long, and I guess if I click on this eyeball, something happens. Ooh, it shows the picture of which I can click into and see my entry. Nice. Let's go to the next day. Here's next day open. It's Tuesday the 4th. Looking over here, there's no news on Tuesday the 4th. We just won on gold. Something tells me you can't win 2 days in a row on the same pair. I don't know. Checking out NAS. NAS has broken out of its 5-minute range, gone up and tested the pre-market high. Okay, So what I would need is I would need a bounce off of this pre-market high, then maybe go upward, or maybe come down to bounce off this and go upward. I don't know. Nas is happening first, so we'll come here to Nas. We won on gold yesterday. We got a doji there at the pre-market high. Let's see what the next one does. Okay, it gives us a long wick and a green candle that passes everything. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get in on this candle right here. Put my stop loss just below that wick, I guess the close of the big green candle. And we're gonna go for a 2-to-1 risk to reward. We'll go here, place order. This is gonna be a market order. Save and journal it. We want good habits. Oh no, and we're headed in the right direction. Let's go, bang. That's another by George W. It is now Wednesday the 5th. If we look at my economic calendar over here, there's definitely news on Wednesday at 8:15 and at 10. So I'm gonna be very careful. News is supposed to be a no trading day. So let's see what happens. We just won at Nas yesterday. I don't know if I can win 2 days in a row on the same instrument, but we're gonna mark this 5-minute opening range right here. And we're gonna mark the pre, which was here. Nas looks like it's in an uptrend. We got news coming up at 10 o'clock. Any trade needs to be made before 10 o'clock. This is telling me to buy right here. It's 9:41. Let's put this below the pre-market and let's go for a 2-1. And we literally have 15 minutes for this to go in our favor. Place an order. We're risking one. We're doing a market order. Going in the right direction. Oh no! Like Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh no! Dead in the water. It's bouncing off the pre-market again. There's 3 candles. I'm not gonna take another trade, but I'm curious what would have happened. Dip back into the pre-market. It dipped back into the 5 minutes. There's a YouTuber out there called Big Daddy Max, and he would say if it breaks back in, then we can go ahead and take a sell to the bottom of here. Let's see if that works. It's not. Now I just lost 1%, and right now I'd be making 1.23. Is it worth it? Being down 2% on the day just to get 0.3 back? To me, it doesn't seem worth it. Oh goodness, that would have been a double loss, a triple loss. So to me, this just actually solidifies that on news days, Nas is crazy. Stay away from Nas. We had 10 o'clock news. Let's wait till it settles. Oh well, 1 trade a day. That's all I'm limiting it to. Let's go to next day. Here we are on Thursday the 6th. There's no news. Now this is curious because I feel like this right here, this was a double tap right here. 1, 2. It's double tapping again, and it's given this little price action signal here. I don't know if it's a price action signal, but I've seen somewhere they call this, I don't know what they call it. This thing right here, these 3 candles. You guys correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I thought this was a reversal signal. But I'm still within the orb. So a part of me wants to take this trade. The other part of me says you're still inside the orb. Don't do anything stupid. So we're just gonna not do anything stupid. Play it safe. There's always another trade. Bang. And that's a northern, that thing's going north. Now, if I go in here and I place this trade and I lose, I'm gonna be so mad. 2R multiple. Let's see what happens. We're gonna place the trade, risking 1%, market order, save. See what happens. See that mess? That's why you don't break your rules. It just broke outside of the 5-minute orb. Let's see if it does a retest. Oh, it's gone. Okay, it's finding some support there. Wow, it's gone. And I missed that whole move. All the way down to the pre-market low of where it starts, it takes out liquidity and starts to do a reversal. Sure, it's easy to call it out after the whole move is done. Look at this thing. Bang. And you know what I didn't do? I did not put down the 15-minute ORB would land me right here. Where is it? 47, 46, 45. Oh, this is also the 15-minute ORB. All right, one more day in trading week. See what happens. If we look over here, today's date is Friday, and there's news on the Friday. Great. Looking at Nas has also been just going sideways action. That's not the best for us. Marking out the 5-minute orb does all of this. This is also pre-market high. Sorry, pre-market high was over here. And this is pre-market low. So when the news hit, because there was 8:30 news, that became pre-market low. At least Nas broke through resistance. We should have learned this lesson. 10 o'clock, we don't take a trade today, but let's see what happens. Huge doji, breaks out of our 5 minute, back in. We're gonna extend this, and now our 5 minute orb is essentially our 15 minute orb as well. Maybe today's a no trade day. Still have not broken out of our range. News comes 10 o'clock, look at that. It plummets at 10 o'clock. Keeps going, it breaks through the pre-market low and keeps going down. I feel like this is a valid trade here. Trend line seems to have broken through the trend line, finding some support here. Maybe I can take a trade from to here, like a 1.5. It's got to be a 2R multiple. At least that's what I tell myself. So we're taking the trade and we lost. Let's see where we are when it comes to the P&L. We can remove this, or we can just click on analytics. Let's go ahead and click on analytics. We got a 40% win rate, which doesn't seem good. However, we are currently up $500, which is 1% on the account for the week. My average trade was about 2 RR, right? Average 2 risk to reward. Ideal average could have been 4.68, which probably means one of mine could have ran longer. I got 2 winners over here and I got 3 losers, but my 2 winners landed me 1% up. I guess that's not terrible. Maximum consecutive wins 2, maximum consecutive losses 3. So much for me being a guru. Damn. All I did was buys. I did no sells. Total trades, 80% were buys, 20% sells. Oh, by win rate. So this is just by total trades. Got it. So I did 1 sell and 4 buys. All of these were in the New York session. Performance by day. Monday I won, Tuesday I won, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I lost. Okay, so this is just for the month of February. So far in that week, I'm up 1%. And then this shows me here, I won. Every time I win, I'm winning 2%. Even though I lost more days than I've won, I'm still up for the month. All right, so as you saw, I don't know how I did. I would think I did terrible. I'm in the first 2 days, I get up 4%. I had a winning day of 2% and another winning day of 2%. But then in the next days, I gave almost all of it back. So over 5 days, I took 5 trades. I don't know if that's a good amount of trades to take. Maybe I should be taking less trades. Maybe I should be taking more trades. I don't know. I'll let you guys tell me. But if I would have stopped trading after my second win, I'd be up 4%. All I did the rest of the week was give it back. Very interesting. We also saw that there's tons of data that's given in the back office of FXReplay, which is really cool. I see why it's so highly regarded. Now I can make decisions on if I'm winning more on Mondays, maybe I should stick to just trading Mondays and Tuesdays. There's a thought. I know I'm only 5 days in, 5 trades in, and I need the numbers to be way higher, hundreds and hundreds of trades in order to make proper data-driven decisions. However, early on, I think my biggest lesson here has been I did a terrible job of sticking to the 15-minute orb strategy. I did 15, I did 5, I did all kind of. Well, that's why we're doing it, so that we can learn. If you like day trading content, if it's something that you're interested yourself, consider hitting that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have some advice for me. Absolutely, please, very welcomed, especially right now. Until the next video, this is your friendly neighborhood coach, and I'm out.
I just wanna be a lover.